everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Art. It's Wicked here, and it is our time lapse, or Thursday time lapse. And today I'm going to be drawing War from Darksiders. It's a great little video game series that y'all should go check out. The initial character design is done by another favorite comic book artist of mine, which is Joe Mad, or Joe Madureira. Um, and he's over at his own company now at the Airship Syndicate, and they've done some cool ones like the Ruined King. But we're just going to talk about my process a little bit on this. So basically what I wanted to do was obviously draw him in my style. Now, because I'm more used to just drawing in general, I don't have to do too much anymore with planning out the body. So what I'm trying to do is just start with the midsection of the body. Usually I like to start there to try to keep things even. You can notice right now I kind of have the head kind of squashed down a little bit and kind of fix that later. But I'm really just working on getting those details in there and really thinking about how to bring it out. So what I did for my process is I just pulled up, at least 10 different screenshots from the video game itself just so I could see some of the details. Now I went in there and added most of the details, for the gauntlet that he has for this big hand that he lost, um, and for the sword, things like that. But what I really wanted to do was kind of add my own little details, like everything's not exactly one for one. I kind of changed up the armor just a tad, and added a few little cloth pieces here and there. But I'm really just kind of building it out just to keep everything even. So what I did was just really made sure that I was trying to keep things going linear, straight down. So I just built it up using the shapes and the forms that I could see and trying to change it into the perspective that I wanted. Now, I will admit that, just like I always say, there's nothing wrong with messing up. Just keep going and always finish the project. It's not about being perfect. It's just about practicing all the time. And I'm sure that there's many of y'all watching this that have, sometimes you've been drawing something, you're like, oh, I got this really cool idea, and you just start, going at it, and then you're like, man, this is not looking right. There's just something off about this. But don't ever just give up on it and crumble up and throw away. Like if you look right now, I'm starting the inking process and just adding in those details. But I have the body a little bit, squished down. He's probably a little bit more broader than what he actually is in the game. But I just kept going with it because I didn't want to give up on it. And that's how you should be with your artwork, is it doesn't have to be perfection every single time. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my ink pen and I'm just using a Sharpie fine tip pen. I just like to ink with those because I think it makes it stand out more, makes it a little bit clearer. As far as like, doing any detailed shadow shading, I really didn't do too much on that one. But I did try to thicken up a lot of the line areas, especially where there was turns or curves, or if there's indentations in the eyes. Like especially on the sword right here, really trying to make the mouths that were open. His sword's called Soul Eater, so it kind of looks like there's souls built in of different creatures that he's, taken out or destroyed. And then any parts where there's like cloth overhangs or down here in the obliques on the armor, just really thickening that up. And then with the cloth details, if it was overlapping and hanging over it, I tried to make sure I darkened and thickened those areas up. And then just really looking at different areas that I could put some kind of like hatching line works in. Nothing too crazy. But I really just made sure that I just darkened up those areas, like especially here on the legs where, it's got that black silhouette on it. Just anything that looks like it should be darkened out. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did after I got done outlining it. Me, I did my traditional go around the whole body and thicken up the lines, and I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, keep sketching, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you have any suggestions for what you want to see in a video, just let me know down in the comments, alright? See you in the next one.